Have you ever felt that icy grip of fear holding you back? That knot in your stomach when you're about to step on stage, make a big decision, or even just speak your mind? We all have. Fear is a universal human experience. It can paralyze us, shrink our world, and keep us from the life we truly want to live. But what if I told you there was an ancient philosophy, a timeless toolkit, designed specifically to help you confront and conquer that fear? Today, we're diving deep into the powerful wisdom of Stoicism. This isn't about suppressing your emotions or becoming a robot. It's about understanding what you can control and what you can't, and finding incredible strength in that distinction. The Stoics, great thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, weren't just philosophers in ivory towers. They were emperors, advisors, and former slaves who faced war, political intrigue, and immense personal hardship. Their strategies aren't just theories. They are battle-tested principles for living a life of courage and resilience. So if you're ready to stop letting fear call the shots and start building a mindset of unshakable calm and purpose, you're in the right place. Let's explore how these ancient strategies can transform your relationship with fear, starting right now. First up is the cornerstone of Stoic thought, the dichotomy of control. This is a game changer. Epictetus put it simply, some things are within our power while others are not. Within our power are our own actions, judgments, and responses. Outside our power, pretty much everything else, what other people think, the weather, the economy, whether you get that promotion. Fear thrives in the realm of things we can't control. We fear being rejected. We fear failing. We fear a future that hasn't happened yet. The Stoic approach is to consciously shift your focus. Instead of worrying about the outcome, which is external, you pour all your energy into your effort, which is internal and entirely within your control. Think about a job interview. You can't control if the interviewer likes you or if another candidate is more qualified. Worrying about that is a waste of energy. What can you control? You can research the company thoroughly. You can prepare your answers. You can dress professionally and arrive on time. You can give it your absolute best effort. By focusing only on your actions, you detach your sense of success from the uncontrollable outcome. You did your part. Whatever happens next is external. This practice starves fear of its favorite food, uncertainty about the things you can't change. Next, let's talk about a powerful mental exercise the Stoics called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. Now, this might sound pessimistic, but it's actually the opposite. It's a tool for building resilience. The idea is to spend a little time imagining a worst-case scenario. What if you do get fired? What if that presentation does go badly? Instead of just letting that vague fear linger, you look it straight in the eye. You think it through logically. Okay, if I lose my job, what would I do? I'd update my resume, reach out to my network, cut back on expenses for a while. You make a plan. You realize that while it would be difficult, it would not be the end of the world. You would survive. You would adapt. Seneca wrote, "He suffers more than is necessary, who suffers before it is necessary." By mentally rehearsing a negative outcome, you strip it of its power. The unknown is what's terrifying. When you make it known, when you have a plan, the fear shrinks. You've already faced it in your mind. This isn't about dwelling on negativity. It's about vaccinating yourself against the shock and panic of potential setbacks, giving you the confidence to act boldly. The third strategy is about changing your perspective, something the Stoics were masters at. It's the idea that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." When fear arises, It's often because we've attached a story to an event. Let's say you have to give a speech. The event itself is neutral. You standing in a room, speaking words. The fear comes from the story you tell yourself. I'm going to forget my lines. People will think I'm an idiot. I'm going to embarrass myself. The Stoic practice is to challenge that story. Is it an absolute fact that you will fail? Or is it just a possibility? Can you reframe it? Instead of, I'm going to fail, try, this is an opportunity to practice my public speaking. Some people might like it, some might not, and that's okay. My job is to deliver my message as best I can. This reframing takes the emotional charge out of the situation. You are separating the objective event from your subjective and often catastrophic judgment of it. This mental shift creates a space between the trigger and your response, and in that space lies your power to choose courage over fear. It allows you to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to practice virtue, courage, patience, and wisdom. Our fourth Stoic tool against fear is amor fati, a Latin phrase that means love of fate. This might be the most challenging but also the most liberating of all Stoic principles. It's about not just accepting, but embracing everything that happens in life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as if you had chosen it yourself. Friedrich Nietzsche, who was heavily influenced by the Stoics, called this the formula for human greatness. Instead of fighting against reality, wishing things were different, you say yes to it. This doesn't mean you become passive. You still strive, you still work towards your goals, but you accept the outcomes, whatever they may be, as a necessary part of your path. How does this conquer fear? Fear is fundamentally a form of resistance. It's the resistance to a potential future you don't want. Amor fati dissolves this resistance. If you truly believe that whatever happens is for the best, or at least a necessary part of your journey, what is there to fear? If you lose the job, amor fati. This is my path now. What can I learn from it? If you face criticism, amor fati, this is an opportunity to practice resilience and humility. It's about trusting the process of life. It's about seeing every event, even the painful ones, as a brick in the building of your character. By loving your fate, you become anti-fragile. Setbacks don't just fail to break you, they actually make you stronger. The fear of what might happen loses its grip because you've already decided to love whatever does happen. So how do we bring this all together? It's not about just knowing these ideas, it's about practicing them. Let's make it practical. Start your day with the dichotomy of control. As you look at your to-do list, ask yourself, what on this list is truly within my control? Focus your energy there. Let go of the rest. If you have a big, fear-inducing event coming up, practice premeditatio malorum. Sit down for 10 minutes and visualize the worst-case scenario. Don't wallow in it. Strategize. What steps would you take? You'll be surprised how much this calms your nerves. Throughout your day, when you feel fear or anxiety creeping in, pause and reframe. Separate the event from your judgment. Ask yourself, what is the objective reality here? And what is the story I'm telling myself? Choose a more empowering story. And finally, at the end of the day, practice amor fati. Reflect on the day's events, especially the challenging ones. Instead of wishing they hadn't happened, try to find the lesson or the opportunity within them. Say to yourself, this was part of my path. I accept it. I love it. Conquering fear isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice, a muscle you build over time. The Stoics gave us the ultimate workout routine for a courageous mind. By focusing on what you control, preparing for adversity, reframing your judgments, and loving your fate, you can systematically dismantle the architecture of fear in your life. You can move from being a passenger, tossed around by the waves of anxiety, to becoming the calm, steady captain of your own ship, ready to navigate any storm. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into Stoicism and fear. I hope these ancient strategies provide you with as much strength and clarity as they've provided me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on practical philosophy for modern life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these strategies resonates with you the most? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.